he needs to start getting the goals.
Well, Rajab Bakasambe gets us underway here, the Fufa Technical Center in Jeru, and talk about kicking off. Well, that literally was a kick-off.
It's another good move, but it was messed up by the poor final pass coming from Pascagua to try and find innocent Wafula.
Very good positioning once again. Cross in and tipped over. Well, very near chances that we've actually seen today. Again, very good play coming in from Muranda. Charles Sunday Muranda, always in the right position, and has so far delivered. And at the moment, the game between Arua Hill and Gaddafi Football Club has been put to a momentary halt, pending, how the situation clarifies with the weather. Long shot from distance. Still easy pickings here for Michael Otaya. Saw that coming all the way. Another attempt from distance, another attempt to try and catch the goalkeeper slipping up by Hussein Mwanje. And once again, he answers with distinction.
That was a good attempt, I should say. Although maybe they should have continued with the move and got closer to the goalkeeper, because by the time you shoot from that distance, when the ball reaches the goalkeeper, it has lost a bit of that power and speed, so it's easier for him to smoother.
Here comes a chance. A shot there that just whistles high.
But you've got to credit Busoga for the way they made amends and made sure that the chance that had been created by Mbarara didn't result in anything significant.
Kagwa turning Doka inside out and fires up for shot. That just draws a save here from Michael Otaya. 9 games these two teams have played. The biggest scoreline or score margin has been 3 goals. In 2019, Mbarara City beating Busoga 2-1. Then Busoga in 2018 beating them 2-1, while Mbarara retaliated with a 3-0 victory. It's been a low-scoring game, and this might actually prove to be no different as the referee brandishes a yellow card. Good control from Wanje, trying to pick out the prodigious Pius Kagwa. That turns out to be foolhardy. Bakari once again slipping it forward. Nice lick back here from Pius Kagwa. Now trying to set the ball up front now to chase this one down. Well, good intent, but in the end it seems to be a fool's errand as the referee brings the game. And you get the question that there might be a need for sudden changes. Matata is one of those that has been thrown on for Busoga United right now. There'll be a hope that maybe he can spark some creativity in a team that has been pretty bereft of the same so far.
Yeah, and of course they will need that. They need that spark. They need somebody that can provide some ingenuity, like you pointed out, somebody that can take them forward, but also somebody can use the ball more purposefully than what Ngalo just did over there from the referee, because you can't be caught up in persistent.
And the referee now digs into his pocket and will brandish a card. One of the players set to exit the game is Emmanuel Adjo, who will now exit the game, and it will be Moses Logono that comes in. The other that will get out is Joshua Elastisco Sentabule, who will now exit the game, and in his place, well, now that's going to be an interesting perspective. It will be Simon Ogama Ngore.
The referee said Mbarara.
Well, there's the substitution we're talking about. Henry the Bison Chitegenyi exits the game. In comes a speedster in Sieri Argumaho, who seems to thrive better in the StarTimes Uganda Premier League than he did in the big league. As a chance comes up here, bumped away, rebound shot cleared on in the same moment. Mutebi Ronald just might have wrangled himself the man of the match accolade in that small instance.
Well, you just got it out of my mind. I just don't know how you actually were thinking the same thing I was thinking, because, you know, for a game that has been lacking in terms of quality from the front players, I think the goalkeeper remains the star as it is, because that was a $1 million save, I must say, you coming in.
Now trying to venture forward once again. Busoga United now giving possession away. Picked up by Sieri Arigumaho. And now launches the long ball up front here. Busoga United have to drop back to defend as Mbarara City have a couple of players in that box area. Goalkeeper indecisive. And the referee's whistle had already gone, despite Yunus Sibirwa popping that ball to the back of the net. Captain Joseph Akandanwaho attempting to go for the ball with Michael Utaya of Busoga United.
Well, clearly that was clashing to the goalkeeper. You could see that he had his hands on the ball, but once Joseph Kwandanaho came in flying, he just knocked him out, and the goalkeeper lost grip of the ball, so it was a foul there. And we only hope that he hasn't been injured so bad. It's Kibale coming on, and Doka is being taken off for Busoga United. I'm surprised that Doku Mweru has been on the field for all this long, especially when you look at how much he struggled for him to still be on the field, and he's not taken off. Then probably that suggests the challenges that coach Vincent Bichamuzi has in terms of players of quality that can come on and change the game. But here it looks like Michael Cha is still unable to continue. Clearly he seems dazed, and definitely going to make a substitution in the goalkeeping area. That is Busoga United, as Winter seems to be warming there, the Kia rather.
Well, a delayed resumption of the game, as it looks like there might be a change in here. Chibale also warming up and preparing to get into the game. Kenneth Elvis Chibale. Well, that's a pretty worrying sign when the goalkeeper has to be stretchered off, and if that's a concussion, well, that may be an extended period on the sidelines. Thankfully, Salim Monaco Wekia is available and ready to take on the mantle here for the rest of the game. So forced substitution here for Busoga United as Michael Utai is stretched off, and Wekia will now take his place. It looks like Kenneth Elvis Chibale will also be brought through, as we are now into the final minutes of the game before time to be added on. Might be quite a lengthy one, given that the final 10 minutes have been severely hampered with injuries.
Yeah, I suspect that the referee here, that is Mr. Raja Bakasambi, is likely to add not less than 5 minutes from the time that has been spent treating the goalkeeper, and then you add the substitutions, and you can imagine the sizable amount of time is going to be added, like say 5 to 7. He's not the kind of referee that adds so much of added additional time, but you think that under the circumstances, if they had flooded in, then you think that they could have easily pounced on that opportunity and hit the back of the neck. Had they had a number of players in that penalty, I'm telling you, Wakia could have now been, the player that is exactly that is condemned here. Because I thought that should have been an easy take for him. Instead, he lost the ball.
Bashamu Mugwa.
In any game, you see him, confronting other players. So the first time I've seen him play, and for him to be brought on this late, I wonder what the message is from his manager. But I just don't think there is anything much supposed to maybe tell him. Just make sure that you defend as much as possible so that we don't concede.
Interesting spelling on his shirt, Jamie. And his passport says Jamir.
Very interesting, like you pointed out. I think footballers have that knack of trying to twist around their names.
Well, if it makes you feel good and helps you perform better, well, then by all means call yourself whatever you please. But he doesn't get the opportunity to even have a touch on the ball as the referee, Raja Bakasambe, brings this encounter to a close.